Amazon reportedly shut down a customer's smart home after the black delivery driver claimed he heard a racial slur coming through the doorbell, even though no one was home, reports the Daily Mail. Brandon Jackson of Baltimore, Maryland, a black man himself, came home on May 25th to find that he had been locked out of his Amazon Echo, which many devices, including his lights, are connected to. He would later learn that Amazon locked him out of his account after a delivery driver dropped off a package the day before. Jackson, an engineer at Microsoft, said everything seemed fine after the package arrived at his home and had initially thought he was locked out because someone had tried to, quote, access my account repeatedly, triggering a lockout, end quote. But none of that was true. A representative directed him to an email he received from an executive that provided a phone number to call. When he called the number, he was told in a somewhat accusatory tone that the driver had reported, quote, receiving racist remarks, end quote, from his doorbell. Jackson wrote on Medium, quote, this incident left me with a house full of unresponsive devices, a silent Alexa, and a lot of questions, end quote. Jackson said most of the neighborhood and its delivery drivers are also black, and it would be, quote, highly unlikely that we would make such remarks, end quote. He wrote, quote, finally, when I asked what time the alleged incident occurred, I realized it was practically impossible for anyone in my house to have made those comments, as nobody was home around that time, approximately 6:05 p.m., end quote. After reviewing the doorbell footage, he learned the device had given an automatic reply saying, quote, excuse me, can I help you, end quote. He also said the video showed the driver had been wearing headphones during the interaction and must have misinterpreted the message. It wasn't until 6 days later he regained access to his account with, quote, no follow-up email to inform me of the resolution. I am seriously considering discontinuing my use of Amazon Echo devices and will caution others about this incident, end quote. It appears increasingly likely that the smartphones, smart homes, or even bank accounts of Christians will be disabled by the politically correct big tech and big government tyrants who disagree with our defense of life, our affirmation of God's design for sex and sexuality, and any Christian evangelistic witness. In Matthew 16, verses 24 through 26, Jesus said to his disciples, if anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it.